Welcome to my arty update. This month I'll be talking you through all the work that I've been doing in my sketchbooks and on loose sheets of paper. And I'll also be sharing with you some of the things I've been making as well. But let's get started with my sketchbook. So book 13, unlucky for me? Well, yes. If you saw last month's video, you will know that I have been struggling with this sketchbook and I've been feeling a bit about it all because they've changed the paper. It's awful paper, it's hard, it doesn't absorb the ink properly, it leaves little speckles on the page, and yeah, I've been utterly fed up with this sketchbook. However, where are we? I left you here. I have persevered and I've done my best, and yeah, so I left you on page 13 and so we'll start on page 14. Now, I love this kind of pattern. You've seen this kind of big circle, small circle thing a few times with the block colour. I love it. Still trying to come up with the ultimate composition. Some of the ones I've done I've really loved, and I just feel like maybe I should try and refine them and do them on some better quality paper, and yeah, actually have something that I can be proud of. Didn't like the coloured pencil in this one. Nah, yeah, but the concept's great. This one is a variation of the Swirls and Curls full process video that I put up a couple of weeks ago. I did actually record that video before I did this one, and for this one I pulled out some of the shapes and patterns that I'd done on that picture. So this one was the one that I did as a full process video, and then you can see how I've pulled out some of the curls. I really do love this pink and black together. Really vibrant, isn't it? The Swirls and Curls originally came from my Christmas cards last year that I drew, and I really liked doing that. I tried it again with orange. This one's a little bit more tribal with the circle and the arches. I quite like that as a concept as well. I'm not keen on the orange neon gel pen. This one was just playing around with some Zentangle patterns. I used my felt tip pens on this one because, you know, being fed up with the sketchbook, I just figured I might as well use up all those art supplies that are just sitting there doing nothing. I don't like using felt tip pen really, but they are a very quick way of putting some colour down on the page just for ideas. So there's a lot of concepts here that I really liked, and I'll come back to those on future pages. My dragonflies, still trying to come up with a lovely dragonfly composition, but because I'd done the leaves here, I thought, well, let's try putting them along the bottom of the page. Not sure it worked, but yeah. Quite like this one. This one I was pulling out ideas from page 17. Not so keen on these two bits in the middle, but I do like the outer edges. They're yeah, working for me. This one has a lot of new kind of Zentangle shapes and patterns in for me. This is new, these little flowers are new. I have used these before, but not very often. So what I did was I went through some of my old sketchbooks and I looked up for little patterns I haven't used very much, which then led on to new ideas. So some of these bits you'll have seen before, and some bits are fairly new. Still just playing around with different kinds of Zentangle shapes and patterns. My inspiration had gone for working on and developing my other designs, so I just thought trying to get some Zentangle shapes and patterns down on the page would be the best thing to try and help me get my mojo back, really. More dragonflies, and again I'm using these shapes from page 17 and just trying to lay things out in a different way. Don't like the colours, but like some of the concepts. Going back to the circle slices, just with gel pen. Nothing jumps out at me at that one. And the same with this one, nothing really much jumps out at me. So yeah, I've been struggling with my sketchbook, but I haven't given up. So even putting down things on the page that I'm not very happy with, it doesn't matter because at least I'm still drawing. So a lot of my work is very angular sometimes, but I also really do like the floral aspects as well. So I was playing around with some different floral ideas, which led me on to trying to play around with some thistles, because my holiday was in Scotland, so I was seeing a lot of Scottish thistles everywhere. So I thought I'd give it a go at trying different ideas at zentangling the thistles. I did like these ones best. And yeah, that was just a fun little exercise. I've got nothing much to say about that page, it just is there. Then I got home and I was able to do some proper painting on the page, because I can still use my acrylic paints on here. Unfortunately I've only got 3 colours, but yeah, quite enjoyed doing that one. Something simple, something basic, and yeah, just great to do. This one was an idea that I saw on Pinterest. So I saw these 2 pictures and I thought, just a line with patterns on one side would actually be quite fun to try and do. So I just scribbled a line on the page and then worked my way along, just drawing in some little patterns, and actually that's a really good concept. I quite like that one. Yeah, it's got good use of space, white space. I say that like I know what I'm talking about, but really I don't. And that's it for my sketchbook. I am up to page 30, which means we're halfway through this sketchbook, which means I'm halfway to getting a new sketchbook, which is quite a struggle. Now, I have had a look in Hobbycraft and they have a few sketchbooks, but most of the sketchbooks in Hobbycraft are Shaw and Marsh. So I had a little look in WH Smith, look at their sketchbooks, and I don't like the feel of the paper in their sketchbooks. But they did have a Rowney one, which was a little bit pricey really, and I think it had 54 or 56 pages. These sketchbooks are about £7 or £8, maybe £8.50, which is a really good value. But obviously if the paper's not good enough for me, then I can't carry on using it. So I'm thinking that maybe my next sketchbook will be a Rowney one, unless anyone's got any suggestions for some really good sketchbooks that are not too pricey. I do like A4 size, so yeah. So I did a couple of bits on loose sheets. These ones are rejects that I reworked. I think I showed you them last month, half finished, but yeah. This one was one I did for a full process video, and this one was Let's Doodle. The next Let's Doodle is this one, which I'm just sharing some really simple patterns just to help bring a little bit of zing into your own drawings. And then this one I tried to record for a full process video for last week. This week, just gone, this Tuesday just gone, But the lighting here was absolutely awful, so unfortunately that one didn't make the cut. The sun, when it comes in and out, just boom, 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 and honestly, you stop and start, you reset the lighting, and yeah, it was unusable. But I really like this one. This one was based on page 17 in my sketchbook, wherever it went. What else? I've got this one that's in progress as well. This one was a reject page that I showed you last month, and I've just been doodling away on it whenever I get a few minutes here and there. It's not finished yet, so hopefully next month I'll be able to show it to you finished. And lastly, I've been playing around with my Daler Rowney inks. This one I did on watercolour paper, which was quite fun to do. And this one I did on mixed media paper, which rippled really, really badly. I did try to do some zentangling on it, but that's not going to plan, and it's not finished yet, so I will struggle forth with that one as well. But these water splashy things, I'd seen some people using spray bottles on their work, and I thought, okay, well, let's try that with the Daler Rowney inks, because I haven't really experimented with them. So one of them I just used a spray bottle. On the mixed media paper, the inks don't actually absorb into the paper, they just sit on top. So I thought to try and salvage it, I would use some cling film and try the cling film watercolour technique, which did work, but yeah, I'm trying to zentangle the page later and really just struggling with it. I don't know, I can't get to grips with how to use the splodges, but we shall see. I shall not give up. So what else? Well, I have been working very hard on these wedding flowers. They are all coming together really nicely, actually. I'm not sure I can get these on the screen properly, but these are all coming together really, really nicely. I'll have to take some photographs. But I've only got 2 more flowers to make, then everything just needs assembling. And yeah, we're making some really good progress, which is good because the wedding is only 2 months away. That's what, 8 weeks, 8, possibly 9 weeks to get everything finished now. And mostly I've been making leaves because the leaves take the longest, but they are very much the finishing touches. As for me, well, I have just returned from 2 weeks in Bonnie, Scotland, which was absolutely amazing. We visited some wonderful, wonderful places, and we also did a little mini Outlander tour as well. I'm a really big fan of the Outlander books, and when they turned it into a TV series, I was quite an avid watcher. So we visited a few of the locations where they filmed the series, which was quite nice, really. Well, we went to Lallybroch, we went to Cranesmuir, and we also went to the Culloden battlefield. So one of the things that the tour guide said was that the Clan Fraser stone has been cordoned off to stop the Outlander fans from licking the stone. Licking the stone? I don't understand what's going on here, because Outlander is fiction. The Clan Fraser stone at Culloden has nothing to do with the Outlander series. It's there in memorial for the real people of Clan Fraser that died at Culloden. I don't normally get on my high horse about things, apart from hobbycraft and sketchbooks and things like that. But this was really astounding to me that people don't seem to be able to distinguish between fact and fiction. But yeah, I'm just astounded by that. I'm almost a little bit embarrassed by what some of these people have been doing to that Clan Fraser stone at Culloden. Culloden was a real event. The people that stone is in memorial to were real people. Anyway, we also visited some other lovely places, some amazing castles. And we also went to Loch Ness as well, which was lovely. We didn't see Nessie, unfortunately. So yeah, I got back from holiday and my painkillers had run out. My pharmacy couldn't get them, so I had about a week where I was in quite a lot of pain and I didn't have my painkillers, which was a bit horrible, and I was tired all the time, stiff and uncomfortable. But I'm back on my painkillers now and I'm okay today. So what I'm going to do is spend the rest of the day doing some drawing, and yeah. Thank you for joining me. I hope to catch up with you again soon. Do give me a thumbs up if you've made it this far. Your support is very much appreciated, and I'll catch up with you all again soon.